Thank you all for being here this evening. And my goal is to definitely show you all the platform, show you what we've built, and I think this is one of the most amazing things to hit the real estate industry, but I could be a little biased. However, we've also introduced an income earning opportunity component to it, to where if you are in that position to where you want to either be an affiliate, be a white label partner. We have those opportunities available as well if it's a good fit. So that's one thing we're going to be we're being very selective about. Now, I'm not sure what all JR has told you about the platform, or I'm not sure what all you know about the platform. But in real estate, one of the first pieces of software that we commonly get is what? We get a CRM, and there's so many of them out there, so many that do different things, that have different capabilities and functions. But I'll tell you, in 15 years, here's what I've found working with a lot of the platforms out there. I'm talking from the free all the way up to the paying a bunch of money from. For one, they're very clunky, meaning, yeah, they can do a lot and they have a lot of things going on, but they're not very user friendly. They're not easy to use. Some of them don't even look good, and it tends to be too much. So then, what did I do from there? Let me just go back to the spreadsheets, right? But then when you start using the spreadsheets again, you're like, gosh, I feel like I'm missing certain things. And then our minds tell us that we want something all in one. We want something all in one place. Well, the CRMs and companies that have tried to do that, they've successfully created something that's all in one. However, we're back at square one. It's clunky. It's so technical, difficult to use. You don't know where things are, how to fix things, how to just make it do basic things. Has anyone ever felt like that, or is that just me? Because I've been through a lot of them.
No, I've definitely been there too.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that.
Um, and not only when it comes to the CRM on its basic level, what else do we need as real estate agents? Well, we're managing and running all these departments, right? Customer service, marketing, our back office, so transactions, this, that, and the other. There's all these different things that we have to manage. And what do we have to do? We have to learn. We have to get coaching. We have to go to classes, all that kind of stuff. And so what happens with that? It just starts adding up money, 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 because nothing's free. And so what we set out to do was we set out to basically create an all-in-one platform that has trimmed all the fat away from everything and truly giving you the essentials of what's needed at the end of the day. So what you truly need to succeed. How did we get there? Well, it wasn't just based on my brain. Somebody's audio is on. Who's
Hey, Nicole, could you mute?
um what was I saying? So, we didn't just want to have everything in one place and say, hey, it's this much a month, but at its fundamentals, after interviewing thousands and thousands of real estate agents, we got a sense of what people really felt like they needed, what they were missing, what could be better. And we weren't even interviewing them about a CRM or a software. We were interviewing about them hitting their goals, hitting their numbers, making the income that they want to hit. And we got feedback like, yeah, I signed up for coaching, but coaching is expensive. Um, I don't know exactly what to do from day to day. I don't feel like a lot of these trainers and coaches care about me. My situation is different. Every time I buy something, I have to buy something else, and the list goes on because I'm sure you've experienced them and you've felt them too. So that's another problem that we wanted to solve. Now, my history, not only being a very successful real estate agent, my history working alongside other agents has been coaching. right? So we've never been in the tech field. It's always been coaching, and it's been from a place of getting someone from 0 to 100. And by 100, I mean either 100 deals a year or $100,000 or more in your bank account at the end of the year. That's been my two goals. With that, yeah, people have needed platforms, people have needed softwares, and I've always referred people to this and that and this and that until something better comes along and all that. And I was just tired of that. And so, taking all of that feedback, we wanted to have something all in one place. Now, before I hop over and show it to you, I have to let you know the fundamental technology behind it. This is an AI platform, and we've built our own AI. Okay, the reason why we built our own AI, and there's some sophisticated AIs out there, Chat GPT, all of those different AIs. The reason why we built our own AI was because we wanted it specifically to be for our industry. One thing that people don't really understand about Chat GPT and about a lot of the AIs out there is that it's going to only tell you what it thinks that you want to hear. And here's an example. You can literally go in there right now and ask it, what's today's date? And it'll tell you what today's date is. And you can tell it that it's wrong. And then it'll, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're actually right. It's not today, blah, 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 blah. And that's just on a basic level. Think about when we start talking about real estate strategies and what to do and when you should do it. The AI is going to adjust to what it thinks that you want to hear. And a lot of people think that they are getting factual information from a lot of these AI platforms, but you're not. You're getting what it thinks that you want to hear. It wants you to feel good. I can tell you from my history of success and results, a lot of them didn't feel good when I was going through what I had to go through to get there, right? And so we created an AI to back our entire platform that not only knows the real estate industry, but knows you as a real estate professional, knows about your business, about your goals, about your market, about what you're trying to accomplish, and also what it's going to take to get there. What do I mean by what it's going to take to get there? I'm going to share my screen right quick. This is our main dashboard. Okay, our platform is called PULSEintel Pro. This is our main dashboard. And our main dashboard is to give you exactly what you should do every day. How is that done? It's done through something that we call twin matching technology. Somebody, right quick, how many coaches, real estate coaches, do you know? Just let me know, how many real estate coaches do you know just off the top of your head?
I would say about two,
Okay,
like
you know two.
personally.
Okay. What about not personally?
I don't know. I know it's a lot of them though. They teaching
It's
wholesaling and all kind of stuff.
It's a lot of them. And can we all agree that most of them charge and they charge money and it can get expensive, right? And have y'all ever signed up for something and bought it just to either realize that's not what you thought it was and not what you needed, or to realize that, gosh, I thought this is going to give me everything, but now they're trying to sell me something else? I know that I've been there a lot. Okay. And I didn't want to have that type of atmosphere. So, what did our twin matching technology do? Well, we had our AI go out there and get any and every real estate success story that it could find. All right. Between a certain amount of time, we were very specific about this. Any real estate success story that it could find. Okay. Now, not only did we get, the success story, let's just say JR has a success story of, oh, when I call 5 leases, one of them wants to have an appointment. Then Nicole has a success story. If I knock on 20 doors, then someone is going to agree to book an appointment with me, at least one person. Okay, that's a success story. And there's tons of them out there. You can get on any social media network and you'll see another realtor talking about, hey, I just got this new listing, blah, blah, blah. right? Everybody has all of these ways of doing things. And guess what? They all work. They all work. I'll be the first one to tell you. Nobody's put anything in front of me that's just been like, so like, oh, that's never been done before. They all work. But here's the major difference nobody thinks about. People don't think about that my market is different from your market. How long I've been in the business is different from how long you've been in. My success record, my database size, the way that I work, everything is completely different from you. So something could have worked very well for me, but then you try it and you don't get results. Now, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that the strategy doesn't work. Everything else just didn't line up. So not only did we go out there and we get all of these strategies that works for people, we also got all of the information about them. All the information, meaning how long they've been in the business, what was their database size, what was their market like, how quickly do homes move in their market, just all this stuff. 30 different data points from day one in the business to brokers. We got them all. We didn't discriminate. And then we trained our AI on them and created this twin matching technology. One of the first things that someone does when they join our platform is they go through an onboarding process. It takes around 5 to 10 minutes where you are putting in what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? How big is your database size? Is it full of cold leads, warm leads? Are you bad at lead generation? You're just answering questions. And what this is doing is this is training our AI on you. You don't have to write any prompts. You don't have to do anything like that. It's training our AI on you to basically create this agent profile around you. With that agent profile, now the platform works for you and it works in every sense of the word. I'm going to show you how it works for you. One of the first things that it does is it assigns you and gives you daily tasks. So I just clicked one button right now and it is coming up with my tasks for the day. Now, this typically takes around a minute to 2 minutes. Why? Because it's looking at everything that it has on me, but it's also looking at our entire twin match database. And now what it just gave me was my tasks for the day. I'm going to zoom in on a task so you can see this a little clearer. It's telling me that I should host a free home buying seminar targeted at first-time buyers in Frisco. This is my market area right now. Okay, and it's telling me to target these people. And it's telling me that I have an 85% success rate that this would attract at least 15 attendees and convert into 5 clients. Now, it's not just telling me this to make me feel good. It's telling me this based on people, in our database who are in a who are in pretty much 85% of the same situation that I'm in. From my database size, my experience, my location, my market, all of that. It's giving me this success rate to get this expected result. Now, why give me this task now? The information's there. Okay, so now it also has, hey, here's the reason I'm giving it to you. Then it's giving me step by step of what to do in order to accomplish this. So if I'm one of those where I don't know how to pull off a first time homebuyer seminar, well, you have step by step here, but let's just say that this is not enough. At any point, I can ask the AI intelligent assistant that just gave me this task for more insights or more information or what I should do, this, that, and the other. Okay. So it assigned that task. It wants me to reach out to 5 local business owners for partnership opportunities. Okay. It's giving me these tasks, and all these are in lead generation right now. Let's see what else it gave me. Marketing. I need to create a social media marketing plan targeting Frisco residences. Now, although the header may seem like, oh yeah, that would be great, it's really what comes down to it down here in this step by step and around these expected results that makes a difference. Now, what about this? Okay, boom. Let's just say that I just did this. I'm gonna mark this as complete. Now it's asking me, how did it go? I'm gonna say it worked great. I'm gonna say that I generated 3 leads and I got 1 appointment. Um, any notes? I can say something like, I don't know. People weren't very receptive of me sending them an invite. Let's just say that it told me to do that. Now, when I save this, okay, this now trains our AI even more because now it's taking me as a data point. So from all of those hundreds of data points that we have, and I'm going to tell you, we have strategies from any coach you can think of: Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Ryan Serhant, um, KW Maps, coaching, you name it. All the big people, the unknown people, just influencers. We have all their strategies that have trained our AI. So now, paying for all these different programs, you don't have to do it anymore. And you can be assured that it's truly only giving you what you need to be focused on right now. So, as an example, look, I've done well on TikTok. Everybody's not going to do well on TikTok. And I don't want to tell you to go get on TikTok if I'm not for certain that it's going to work for you. How do I know it's going to work for you? You're not me. So I'm taking that out of it. And I'm just letting everything that's known about you, we're letting our AI assign that to you. Okay? Now we do have a CRM component of it, as you can probably see here. But while I'm on the dashboard, I'm going to show you this. It's telling me who I need to contact today from my CRM. It's telling me who I need to contact, why do I need to contact them, and what to say to them. It's giving me some insights into me and my work, how I work, right? So that I can be better. Let's hop over into the CRM. Like I said, trimming all of the fat from a CRM. You can easily add in a contact, but with any CRM and with any deal, you see we have a lot of different things that you can keep track of for your leads, for your contacts. All of these you don't have to fill out. You can fill out if you want to. But here's something that's really good about our CRM. Okay, I'm going to pull up this contact. It's suggesting that I make a call to this contact. When it suggests that I make a call, it's telling me what the call is going to be about, what to talk about, and suggesting how I open up the call. Okay, literally telling me the first thing to say. Insights here. It's grading not only me, but it's also grading the contacts in my CRM. It's giving it a score. It's telling me what the strengths, potential concerns, recommended next steps, and follow up strategy for this contact. I see here I have an estimated time to close and then the AI confidence. None of this is manual. Why? Because sometimes we can not make the best decision, or sometimes we may think one thing, but it's actually another. So that's why we rely on data. So it's saying, based on everything that we've seen this contact do, this is when we think it's going to close. And this is kind of the confidence that we have in it, in this contact. Okay. Um, Switch over to conversations. So managing conversations, texting, emailing, calling. So if I want to send that contact a text message, I can do it here. I can log a call. Everything else that you would expect from a CRM, pipelines, transactions, listings. You can add in your listings, and we have the version of this for rentals also. It's the same except it says leases and things like that. Tasks, so all of your normal pipelines. Okay, automations. You can have automations, templates, campaigns, all of that stuff. anything that you normally expect from a CRM. So I'm not even going to get into these. You all probably know how they already work. What I'm going to get into is the insights. Okay, this is a missing piece for a lot of CRMs. Knowing what your pipeline looks like at a glance, knowing where your business is coming from, where the good business is coming from, your lead sources, how healthy is your pipeline, your income projection based on the actions that are being taken in your pipeline, right? Like as long as you do everything that we tell you to do, this is what you're projected to be making. Okay, we have performance analytics, your AI insights, and tons of other widgets that you can add to your to your view here, so that way you can have the best idea and best view of your business, right? Now, something that's really cool though is I don't know if anybody's ever struggled with follow up. I definitely have. So we have this feature called Mercury, Mercury Takeover. Mercury is our AI for the CRM. He knows everything about your CRM. You can ask Mercury, hey, Mercury, tell me which contacts, haven't heard from me in a while, or tell me what contacts um, are going ghost, whatever you want to know from Mercury, you can ask him. But you can also turn on the Mercury Takeover. What does Mercury Takeover do? It just kind of does it all for you. So anything that it's telling you to do, so if I go back to the dashboard and it's telling me to contact these people, say these, Mercury's going to do it for you on your behalf. Okay, Mercury is going to keep up with who's not responding back, how long it's been. Okay, it's going to say the right things, doing everything it can to get them to that next step. Okay, so that's what Mercury does. And you'll always be able to see a log of Mercury. So anything that Mercury does, you'll be able to see here. And then also Mercury settings. So if you don't want Mercury to do some things, so you can see here personalized check-in, engagement updates, pipeline movement. So moving people through your pipeline, um, soft scheduling, re-engagement campaigns, birthdays and anniversaries. If you don't want Mercury to do any of this stuff, if you want to slow it down, how many times it reaches out to people, if you want it to do more certain hours, or even give it custom instructions. Hey, I want you to end every email with love, Chasten. Boom. You can give Mercury custom instructions as well. Okay. So that's our CRM component. Anybody have any questions about the CRM area?
I did, but it kind of went away. If it comes back to me, I'm gonna write it down.
Okay,
It was so much, but it's so good. Thank you.
perfect. And yeah, you can import, export contacts, all that good stuff. We have it already built in. Um, Next, what's our next area we have to do? We have to do marketing. Well, no, let's start with leads. Leads, getting leads into the CRM. Now, there's lots of different lead sources out there. There's lots of different ways to generate leads. However, when I first started in my business, I didn't have any money. So I'm a big fan of the free ways. And I was able to build a really big database off of Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Well, it was mostly Craigslist for me. Nowadays, Facebook Marketplace and Nextdoor. So we wanted to do something for that. So we have this leads area. Here's what this leads area allows you to do. I remember, does it come with a phone number and domain for email? So it doesn't come with a domain. You use your own domain for your email, but it does come with a phone number. Yes. And you can choose a local number. That's something that you do when you onboard. Great question, Angela. I'm going to hop over to Zillow and I'm going to choose this property right here. And so what I'm going to do once I click the property, I'm just going to copy the property URL and going back over into Pulse, I'm going to create a new property ad. Now I'm going to do the quick import, but you can always do manual entry. And on the quick import, I'm just going to paste that Zillow link there. And what's going to happen is I click import. It's going to pull all of that property information here. Next, I click on photos. It pulls the first 12 photos, and I'm going to click review and generate. So it's asking me, am I ready to generate this property ad? And I'm going to go ahead and generate that. Now you'll see, now that I generated it, what did it do? If I click on view details, I now have a Craigslist post with the ad copy, a Facebook Marketplace post, and a Nextdoor post. So from here, I just copy the text directly into the other platform. Okay? Once I post it, I'm just going to click here and mark it as posted. But we've actually taken it a step further. Each property, you're going to see each ad has a link here. This link was generated for you. This is still our platform. And when someone visits the ad, they're going to be taken to a landing page that was created. Now, one thing that we made sure to do was include all of the listing broker's information on here, but you're listed as the agent. So now you can paste this link anywhere, but I'm going to show you what happened when a lead visits. You see it says unlock the insider's report on this property. We intentionally made it say this instead of schedule a showing today, because sometimes people aren't ready for that. But in order to get them into your database, we wanted to make sure we had something that wasn't as intimidating. So I'm going to put my information here as if I am a lead wanting to get some more information. And when am I looking to buy? I'm going to put as soon as possible. And then view instantly now. And what this is doing is this is creating the insider's report for this property. So me being the lead, now I'm able to see the property information again. I'm able to see a market analysis, some more market information, what the inventory looks like. It's giving me more market info, average days on market. I see nearby attractions and amenities, schools, healthcare, transportation, and history of the area. And so now there's this button ready to take the next step. The lead can click on that and send you a direct message. But just the action that it took so far, you're still going to get an email that you got a new lead. You're still going to get all of that. You can see here in my Pulse platform, I see now that I have one new lead that came in, and that lead is already in my CRM right here. And in the lead details, I can see where it came from. It came from the website. Okay. I can fill in all this information once I speak with them, but it put the lead directly in here. Now, for your preferences, you can choose to add them to a specific campaign, use one of our pre-built campaigns, but this link, it's going to remain here for 30 days for you. All the property ads remain for 30 days. And you can always view the landing page. You can always go back in, paste this anywhere you want. I know we have Craigslist, Facebook, and Nextdoor, but you can put this on Instagram. You can put this anywhere. Okay? If you want to manually go to the property, every property has a property ID. You can see this here. So you can just copy this property ID, and like our link down there, you would just go to homeinfo.vip. And even if a client went to this page, you see it's not branded. It doesn't make it look like it's some CRM or anything, but they can just paste the property ID and instantly go back to that landing page. Now, keep in mind, we also have the manual entry, so you can do this for any property, right? You can select everything, you can upload the photos, all of that good stuff. Your landing page will still get created, all that will still happen, except the only way for just this quick import, that's just through Zillow right now. So let's say now, boom, oh my gosh, I got this lead in and it's for this home, and this home is, oh my gosh, it's almost 1.2, and I don't feel comfortable talking to people at that price point, or I've never really had that conversation yet. Well, we want to even help you with your skills. So you can see this skills tab here. And this is where you can practice those conversations before you actually have to have them in person or over the phone. So think of this as like a role play simulator. And we have all these different scenarios you can not only see here, we have these scenarios here on the side. Now, the thing about our role play simulator that makes it very unique is that this is not a text simulator. You're not just about to have a text conversation. You're going to have a real human-like conversation. Has anyone ever had these objections? Can you lower your commission? Or I have interviews with other agents. I'm not signing anything, right? These are real objections. And if I need to get better about this, what should I do? I'm just going to click on this start call button. Okay, this start call button is now going to begin a role play session for me. Okay, it's going to call my phone, and there will be a voice on the other side. Oh, it's calling. There will be a voice on the other side telling me and having that conversation with me. Okay, once my call is complete, I'm going to see all of the results from the call. I declined it, y'all. I'm going to see all of the results from the call here on the right-hand side. How did I do? What should I have done better? Not only that, I can see the transcript. I can download the transcript. I can listen to the recording, the actual recording.
I just want to see the house. So I've already decided I like it. Can't we skip the paperwork and just go?
And that is our AI talking to you. Okay? That's our AI actually sitting there on the phone talking to you. And you'll notice when you do this in person, you really take on that persona that, oh, I'm having a real phone call, because you forget that you're talking to an AI. It's already trained on every type of objection, anything that you can throw at it. We took it a step further. You want to know what to say for certain things? We have script stacks. So if somebody says something to you, interest rates are too high. You click on this, it gives you the exact thing to say right then and there. Okay? You don't have to memorize. You can literally just read from the screen. Gives you the exact thing to say. Now, what about this? Because we took it even further than that. Yeah, there's a lot of objections that we have in here. But how about this? I'm gonna put somebody on the spot. Um, Nick, you still there? Tell me a conversation
What's
that
on? You okay?
who
You
is it?
won?
I'm still
Um,
here. Yeah.
Nick, tell me a conversation that you have to have with a client coming up that you haven't had yet.
Um. Well, there's one I'm kind of going through now. We're gonna have to call the guy, but it's basically that scenario you just said. I was gonna show him some rental homes, and we had this conversation earlier about him having to sign the buyer tenant agreement ultimately, even though it's a rental. But I
Okay.
feel like the convo didn't really go that well because he feels like he doesn't want to have to be on the hook for anything if he goes with somebody else.
Okay. I like that, but yeah, you're right. We already kind of have that. Give me
So let's
something
do
unique
okay.
that you feel like
Give,
just
give
happened.
them.
I got one. So I'm working with a client who's buying land right now, and I'm basically partnering with an architect and engineering firm to help build the property.
Okay.
I have to help her decide how much she's gonna have to get for financing, which is what we're going through right now.
Okay. And that's a conversation you've never had before, right?
No, no.
Okay. So in that type of scenario, in that type of situation, what you would do is you would come over here to create a custom scenario. And when you click on create a custom scenario, it's gonna say, hey, give me some initial context. You just type in here exactly what you just told me. Oh, we're doing a deal together, blah blah blah. We gotta decide on this, that, and the other. Now, I'm going to choose a persona. Well, you know the client better than I do. So, what kind of person are they? You would just kind of choose that from here based on their personality that you know about. Then difficulty level. How difficult do you want do you want it to be? Meaning like if you choose expert, it's going to keep throwing objections at you left and right. But and then if there's anything specific you want it to say when you first answer. So you don't even have to go through the whole hello, how you doing, all that kind of stuff. Like, let's just get straight to it. You could just straight up put up here, I don't like that number, or I don't want to pay that much, whatever. Choose a voice and now begin that call. And it does the same thing. Calls your phone. Now you get to role play that conversation before you have to have it in person. So we have this custom scenario feature as well for you.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Hey, Chasten, I had stepped away for a second, because I was getting some food. Let me ask you, remember that real estate content AI thing? Have you shown some of that already?
Nope, I'm going in a particular order.
All right, perfect.
Yep. Okay. So not only can you use this to prep for, objections, but also full on appointments. Like if you're about to have a listing appointment, a buyer appointment, nobody has to be around. It's just you and the AI. You can listen to your calls after. You can listen and read what you should do differently, all that good stuff. It's just you and it. So that way, you don't have to waste these opportunities on like real stuff, right? You don't have to blow it in front of a real person. Just blow it with the simulator till you get really good. Now, especially if you practice on expert or like difficult, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to be as difficult as the simulator. So you'll be prepared and you'll be ready for anything. Okay. So that's what our skills area is right now. So since JR brought up the content, I'm going to hop over here to our marketing hub. And this is for those of you who want to do social media content, who want to do content yourself. Hold on, I'm going to do a hard refresh. It just seems like everything is loading slow. Okay, there we go. Let me refresh this page. Okay, so this is our marketing hub. So in our marketing hub, you have your today's focus. This changes every day and it tells you exactly what you should post. Okay, so today is telling me tap into the rental market and future buyer pipeline by showcasing one available apartment rental. If I don't know what to write, how to do it, I can click on this generate button. It'll do it for me. I can see what tomorrow is going to be, listing of the day. I can add my own. So if I'm planning out content, you can plan out your content from this calendar here. Okay. We have some templates here, just a few of them. They're still getting filled out more and more. Okay. So in the templates, there's buyer guides, seller guides, and then also some campaigns that are getting filled out. But the AI creator, people really like no wonder I'm not even logged into the right place. Okay, my bad, y'all. Let me re-log back in. So I'm like, why isn't my stuff showing up? Okay, where was I? Marketing. Okay, so we have the AI creator here, where in the AI creator, is it showing black luxury? I'm in a white label side, but nonetheless, in the AI creator here, I can have the AI create content for me. So not only content, so posts, things like that, but if I need to I don't know, send an email, send a client follow-up email. I can do that. Lead follow-up email. It's asking me, what do I want to talk about? I just type it in here. It'll draft that email for me. That way I could just copy and paste from the email and boom, I'm ready to go. Um, Now, we're always adding to the content area. We have tons more templates that you're going to see in here soon. But here, I can just kind of show you some of the generated content. Let's see, social media posts, current state of the market. One thing you'll see when you generate content is it's going to generate content because remember, our AI knows, it knows your market, it knows you, it knows all that. It's going to cater it to your actual market, your area, what's really going on. How long would it take you to have done all this research? Speaking of research, you see this My Market tab on the left-hand side. This is going to always give you your updated market information. Can Mercury create the content itself and put it on the calendar? Mercury can't, but we have an AI agent who can. I'll show that to you in a second. Because Mercury is your CRM agent. I'm going to show you our content agent. So this is your market information at a glance. So I can see the median price in my market, but this is where it gets cool. You ever had somebody ask you, how's the market, right? Well, the market for buyers and sellers are different. We never want to tell somebody that the market's not good for them to make a purchase or sell. So what did we do here? We give you exactly what to say to buyers and exactly what to say to sellers for you to be able to articulate the market and how the market's doing. Okay. So this is your market data. If you want to compare multiple zip codes, you can do that. You can add in additional zip codes to compare just simple things, days on market, supply, things like that at a glance. So you don't have to do all of this MLS research and, sit behind a computer, try to figure out all these graphs. We just tell it to you right here. But let's say, gosh, I still feel like this is a little complicated. I don't know how to explain this. Well, you have your advisor. So this My Advisor tab, this is the advisor for you to ask anything about your business, anything. So your business, your market, your goals, all that kind of stuff is here in your personal advisor. Think of this as the big brain behind your platform. Okay, so that's here. Analytics, let's go there. So I won't bore y'all with this, but if you want to get deep into your business and projections and what you should do as far as like a business owner running a business, that's what you're gonna see here. The most important part here though is Morrow. So we have something called a Morrow score. And Morrow is your market opportunity. Right now it's telling me that my market is at a 77% Morrow score. This tells me that it is a good market for me. Based on my business and everything it knows about the market and what's happening, I'm in the green to do some transactions right now. Okay. This is a good market for me. It's telling me here, it's a seller's market right now. Still kind of have low inventory. It's just giving me that information that I want to know right off the bat. Okay. But for me, now you can be in my exact same market, but your number could be lower. Why? There's factors in your profile that it may say, hey, this isn't the best market for you to work with sellers. You have a better opportunity with buyers. And it knows that because it's very intelligent. Okay. How does it get some of this information? Well, your goals. So one thing you're going to do is in your onboarding, you're going to set your goals. What that looks like, it just looks like this. Hey, how much money do I want to have at the end of the day? I'm going to put that there. You'll put in all your expenses. Let's say that my expenses are $5,000 a month on the business side or on personal side. I'll put another 5,000 on the business side. Okay, I don't put that much away for taxes. Let's say I put 15%. Okay, I do this. My average sales price, let's say, is 750. My commission is 3%. I do mostly sellers. So I'm gonna say I do 84% sellers. My brokerage split, I'm at a 15% with the brokerage. I don't have a team split. Oops. Okay. It's telling me what I'm gonna get. And now it's breaking down and giving me what I need in order to hit that net number. Okay. So if I want $100,000 in my pocket at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, this is how much money I need to bring in, and this is what I got to do to get it. So when I lock in and activate this business plan, the platform starts working for me because it wants me to hit that. So I'm seeing all that stuff here. That's still linked to my CRM, but it's keeping track of it. Okay? It's keeping track of it. It's keeping track of my activities. It's giving me insights. Hey, look, it says, so like for instance, you can see here, since I've closed that much of that much, it's saying that I'm on track. But these are at risk, right? It's giving me some insights here. It's basically helping me understand my business like a regular person. Like, tell me what I need to know, then tell me what I need to do. And that's what our AI does for you. Now, we have one more feature, if y'all aren't overwhelmed yet, that takes everything a step further. And that is our AI agents. Okay, our AI agents. Now, this is the only one that's not unlocked right off the bat because that's an additional charge. However, Nova, Sirius, and Vega, these are your AI agents. What can they do? They can basically do the things for you. So I'm just going to type to Nova, what can you do for me? You can talk to your agents like a regular person. You can, yeah, just, you don't have to phrase it a certain way. She's here, she's telling me I can manage your email, I can schedule on your calendar, I can manage your documents, do some research for you, execute some tasks for you. Just her. She can do that. Okay. Now I'm going to let me switch over to Sirius. What can you do for me? And let me hop back in the chat box because I remember, can Mercury create content itself and put it on the calendar? No, Mercury can't, but Sirius can. So let's say it's February 1st. Valentine's Day is February 14th. I want to put a post on Instagram to give date ideas for couples. So I'm just telling him this is something that I want to do, all that. Boom. So he created a post. Like me to publish this post to your Instagram? No. No. Make me a image for it. Right quick. Okay, so this is what it's telling me that um it even gave a location people can go. It gave a restaurant recommendation. It had my name, it had the city, another restaurant here. Why? Because this is for my actual market, right? So I've created the image. View it, download it here if you like me. Include it and post it. I don't know if I have my Instagram account linked to it, but let's see. If I do, it'll do what it needs to do. Mm-mm-mm. No, so I don't have I gotta publish my social accounts there, but it'll post it for you. Now, as far as calendar scheduling, it does not schedule to post, something next week. But what it can do is you can have it automatically create you a post daily. So you just come in, review it, and post it. And the reason that is because um, Instagram and Facebook aren't allowing like unmonitored posting, in a sense of if you use AI to create the post, they want a step in between to where you say yes or no, like approve it manually before the AI can just go and post it for you. So once they lift that, yeah, it'll be a lot different. And then we have your transaction coordinator. So Vega, the transaction coordinator. And the reason why I like to start these with what all can you do for me is because at any point, if you are wondering if it can, if it can't, just say, what all can you do for me? So you can see here, create transactions, update, create tasks and reminders, provide documentation, issue management. They can also reach out to contacts for you. Now, Phoenix, the leads agent, the reason why Phoenix is an additional is because Phoenix is truly a prospecting agent. You upload a list or you put in a contact, their name, phone number, what type of call it is. Phoenix deploys a call, overcomes all the objections, and its goal is to schedule an appointment on your calendar. Okay? That's what Phoenix does. You, of course, like anything, you can see the transcript. You can listen to the recording. Okay. I'll just.
Or information on specific school districts? Or do you want to know more about the general reputation and options available?
And it'll keep going and going. So, for instance, in this call, this was a demo call, he randomly started talking about schools. But since it's AI, it was automatically trained on all the schools. So it knew everything and it knew exactly how to answer. Um, like I said, you can not only just do individual calls, but if you have a spreadsheet full of calls, full of, let's say, for sell by owners, you can upload that spreadsheet, boom, and it'll start making all those calls. And again, the goal is to get you, have it scheduled on your calendar, a real appointment. Okay. So now taking all of that, all of these features, right? Some of these you'll use often, some of them you may not even use. However, the major advantage you have is everything about your business being in one place. Not in a sense of just having my contacts in one place, but if I do need to create content, right? If I do need to know my market, if I need to get better about something, my skills, if I need to learn something, or simply at the end of the day, if I need to know what I should do today, not only what I should do, what should I do that's going to work for me in my area, in my market, and to hit my goals, and not just what somebody's talking about that sounds good, right? That's what we wanted to make sure we put at the forefront of this platform. The cost of this platform is only $99 a month. It includes unlimited usage of everything except Phoenix. If you want Phoenix, that's $9.97 a month. Gives you a phone number, all that. You link your calendars, all that good stuff. Our platform, we integrate with many of the platforms out there. So you can see Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Skyslope, Lofty, Follow Up Boss, or Zapier. Um, we, what else? What else? Market information. Of course, this can be changed at any time. So, one thing, and I'm just showing y'all how sophisticated we get when you're onboarding, you're not only just going to put a city and state. If you want to put zip, you're going to put zip codes. If you want to put zip codes, if you want to put a minimum and maximum price range, you can do that. Property types. So I only want to work with rentals or multifamily. Client types. I only want to work with such and such. Whatever you do in your onboarding or in your markets, in your agent intelligence, right? I'll show y'all some of these questions. Experience level, work commitment. Let's say that you're part time right now. Okay, let's say that you don't have a flexible schedule, you have a more fixed schedule. Or let's say that you're on a team, right? Whatever you put in here, everything in the platform adjusts to you. Okay, and that's the real beautiful part about it. It all adjusts to you. So, as long as you're true to yourself, right? And this is just your platform, but as long as you're true to yourself, now it can help you go from step 1 to step 5, doing exactly what needs to be done and nothing more, right? So, that's the Pulse Intelligence platform. We're all the time still growing. We have some amazing things that are going to be rolling out in the next month or two that'll probably make the platform more expensive. I'm not going to claim that now, but just know that there's some really awesome things. And like JR said at the beginning, we're always open to suggestions in the sense of not like this is broken, can you fix it? But yo, I saw this really awesome feature in this platform. Have y'all thought about doing something like this? And you never know if enough of our members vote for it and they think that it would be great too. Yes, our developers will get right on it and make it happen. But for now, as far as your day to day, becoming productive, doing all the right things, and staying on top of your business like a true business owner, this is that platform and it takes away all the thinking. You don't have to think. All you do is just execute. All right. So I will open it up for questions, comments.
Well, Jason, thank you, man, for your time. I really appreciate you for squeezing us in last minute.